morning! We are here at Animal Kingdom. It is our last day. We gotta spend our first half day here, and we're spending our last half day here. It's so bittersweet. Like, I'm excited to go home because I miss my little puppy family and the cat. But today is going to be another 95-ish degree day, which I'm tired of all the hot weather now. It's definitely always massively humid first thing in the morning, and then I think as the day goes on, either I just get used to it or it gets a little bit better for me. So right now we are on our way to Mount Everest to
find the Yeti.
Find this bad Yeti who keeps tearing up the track.
Every time I'm hoping for a nice, smooth train ride up to base camp, and every time the track's broken.
I have to hear the same story every time.
Well, if they wouldn't have it happen, then you wouldn't hear the same story every time.
Then what's the plan after that?
Safari, Kilimanjaro Safari.
One of my favorites. Go see all the animal malls. And then if you haven't noticed, I finally get to wear my amazing giraffe ears that I'm super stoked for.
Only rules I have though, so it looks like the warden has given us clearance, so let's go into the reserve and see what we can find. This first area is the Little Ituri Forest. It's very densely wooded. The animals rely pretty heavily on their natural camouflage to hide from predators. This can make them a bit difficult to see, but I am a professional animal spotter. You're in pretty good hands.
Professional animal spotter.
Here, let me pull around for us because I see something else up ahead on the left. A really nice look at a black rhino. Weighing in at around 3,000 pounds, the black rhino have no natural predators, but there are still fewer than 5,000 of them left in the world. That's all because poachers think that their horns are medicine. They're not. Their horns are made of keratin. Same stuff in your fingernails and hair. We're going to leave the forest altogether. In fact, we are headed just around the river bend into the Sati River Basin. Hopefully, we may be able to find ourselves a hippo up ahead. I'm pretty confident, and that's because hippos are, well, nocturnal. They sleep nearly all day, and they like to sleep in the water. It's going to help them stay cool and keep their skin hydrated. In the evening, though, they exit the river. That's when hippos like to do their grazing. They'll eat about 80 to 90 pounds of vegetation in one night, which is probably why a group of them is called a float.
That's how I feel.
I do see two just up ahead here on our right-hand side. We'll get a better look as we get a little closer. Now, when they leave the river to eat, they're going to walk anywhere from 3 to about 5 miles. Very long walk. And then when the sun starts to come up and they want to go back to the river, they like to go back all together. So the alpha male will start a roll call. He'll wheeze honk, which is what their vocalization is called. And then they'll go down the line in order of dominance in order to contact one another, find each other again, and then head on back to the river. And as we pull around this corner, not only will we see a fully grown female giraffe, so springbok in the back, but this little baby giraffe here on your right-hand side, laying behind that stump. You can just see its little head. Now, folks, full disclosure, I've been working on this reserve for a little over 3 years now. I've seen a lot of baby giraffe. That is the smallest. They can stand about 6 feet tall the minute that they're born, and take a look at how big Mama is. She gives birth standing up. Rarest thing a baby giraffe experiences is gravity. But it only takes 30 minutes before baby giraffes are up and walking around with their parents. Love dogs. But these dogs are the African wild dogs, and they're a little bit different than the pooch you may have at home. They do only have 4 toes. They also don't bark. The sound they make is a squeaky noise. They sound more like your dog's squeaky toy than your dog. These are the white rhino. We saw black rhino earlier. The black rhino weigh about 3,000 pounds. White rhino weigh about 5,000 pounds. And they can charge at speeds of more than 35 miles an hour. They are very fast, but they have terrible eyesight. Rhinos can only see about 10 feet in front of their face, which is why a group of them is called a crash. But before I drop you off, I have just a little favor to ask. I know we had a lot of fun, but in all seriousness, right now these animals' biggest threat is us. It's people. People cause poaching. People cause habitat destruction. So my favor to you you ever have some free time, and you don't know how to spend it, that you stop and learn to fall in love with the wildlife that surrounds you. That could mean watching a video or reading an article or just showing your friends some of the pictures you took on our adventure. If these animals' biggest threat is people, then it's up to people like you and I to help protect them. And falling in love with them is an easy thing to do. I mean, look at me. I love these animals so much. I moved all the way out here to Harambe just so I could work with them. I don't have any plans to leave Africa anytime soon. I do want to protect all the things that I love, including every animal that we saw today. But I know that you've got a lot more to do, so I don't want to say goodbye. To me, goodbye kind of makes it seem like you're not ever going to come back and visit us again, and you most definitely should. No two safaris are ever the same. Wild animals, make sure of it. And if they don't, wild drivers do. So anyway, instead of goodbye, I like to say kwaherini. It's a Swahili phrase. It means go well. Go well wherever your next adventure may take you until we meet again. And asante sana, thank you so much for coming with me on this adventure. I really hope you enjoyed it, folks. My name's Janet. You've been riding on the Simba 1.
Love dinosaurs. This away. And meet Daisy on the
Just
side.
around the corner.
Oh, so don't go that way.
Get ready for fun. They love to play.
Fun dinos. Oh my gosh. Freaking adorable. Super stoked right now. Don't even know these people and I don't care. The little teapot. Look at their cute little zippers on their front pouch. Dale is reenacting all of her princess signatures. So exciting! We got to meet the Chipmunk-o-Sauruses. They're so cute.
But scary.
It's but scary. Don't offend them by telling Dale or Chip that he's not scary, because they will make him very sad. But oh my god, so cute! I love them so much. And now we're gonna cool on down and go ride Dinosaur, which is basically my favorite ride because it's kind of like Indiana, but different theme. Still like the same, technically the same ride, but yeah. So we're gonna go catch us a dinosaur, bring him on back to now. We survived the Cretaceous period, and now we are Cretaceous. What else?
Well, crustacean. That's a different area.
We survived both, okay? No more shellfish. We are now headed to Pandora, where we are going to get the most amazing food ever. I might actually get myself swing by Pongo. I think that's what it's called. Can't remember right now. Get myself a nice drink, and then we're gonna just explore Pandora for a little while.
I think that includes this suit. This is a Class T Weiler 7600 exo carrier. It stands about 10 feet tall, weighs roughly 4.2 tons, and it magnifies my strength by 15 times. Now, my research assistants like to remind me every day that 15 times 0 is still 0. So at least I can try and look cool while I'm up here. It's pretty much that or be an hors d'oeuvre on a platter for most things here on Pandora. Because ladies and gentlemen, here on Pandora with the PCI, which is the Pandora Conservation Initiative, we use these utility suits out there beyond those walls to help do a lot of great scientific research. We check on populations of the different animals here. We help to reestablish things and clean up some of the mess that was left behind by the RDA. More importantly, part of that partnership that we have is that we're not allowed to build any more infrastructure here on Pandora. We have to kind of reuse and repurpose many of the old RDA facilities.
You should not at all be surprised that I got my favorite drink while we were here in Pandora. It is amazing. Whether or not it has rum in it, I chose not to get rum today. But that's not because I'm a party pooper. I just didn't feel like it today. And yeah, we are on our way to capture ourselves another Yeti. And hopefully this time we will be successful. Ooh. Plant is spraying everybody. So we have officially finished up our trip. We did Dinosaur one last time. It is the official last ride of the day. But then on the way out, Eric told me something really cool. Why Donald's Dino Bash exists.
So very loosely, and you guys can look it up online because I don't remember the full story, but I believe it's about Donald found that ducks evolved from a dinosaur. He discovered the dinosaur and got Uncle Scrooge to pay for the festival.
And now we have the bestest Chipmunk-o-Sauruses ever.